Some of us will pray that, oh Lord, let my destiny helper find me. And I'll say, who needs to find who? It is you who needs the destiny helper. So it is you who need to position yourself, who needs to go to a place or places where your destiny helper can find you. You need to open your mind that if I want opportunities, opportunity is not going to come, knocking on my door. When you begin to see opportunities, what happens? You are able to get exposed to bigger things, to bigger vision. You see better things. Your output, increases. Your networks begin to expand. People begin to reward you. Listen carefully. Now, this is not for casual thinkers. This is for those who are tired of living average life, those who are tired of making excuses, those who are tired of failure, those who want to make extraordinary results in life. Now, if you want to have an extraordinary result in life, you can't have a casual approach to it. You can't be casual about life. And that's why this is for those who are tired of being casual, those who are tired of it being average, those who want to take their lives to the next level. And if you must do that, you must be obsessed. You must be obsessed. You must be obsessed with your goals. You must be obsessed with success. You must be obsessed with God. You must be obsessed with the things that you want to achieve. All right, my name is Juwon Owolabi, and you're welcome to Conversation with PJ. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about be obsessed. Be obsessed. When I say be obsessed, what do I mean by that? What do I mean that you should be obsessed? What I mean is that you should focus. You should have a prolonged focus on the things you want to achieve. You should be able to go or move away from distractions. It means seeing one possibilities. When you get to that point where you know that it's just one possibility. I don't know who said it, but somebody said, put in so much work that it will become impossible for you to fail. Put in so much work that it becomes impossible, that you'll be surprised. If you fail, you'll be surprised that you fail. Or if you come out with casual results, everybody, not just you, everybody around you will be surprised that with the level of work, with the level of concentration, commitment, diligence that this person has put in, it shouldn't come out with this result. So that's what I mean by being obsessed. It means that you should have some kind of focus, some kind of diligence that makes it impossible for you to fail. All right. So what does it mean to be obsessed? It means waking up with your goals in mind, going back to bed with your goals in mind or with your vision in mind. It means structuring your life around your goals. It means eliminating all kinds of distractions, that can distract you from your goals or from the things you're working on. So it means having only one possibility. Now, the truth is that an average person wants to succeed. An average person wants to be wealthy, want to do great things in life. But unfortunately, an average person wants entertainment, wants pleasure, wants comfort, wants approval of people at the same time. And that's why an average person cannot have extraordinary success. So if you want to be extraordinary, it means that you have to do something beyond average. You have to be extreme, just the way I would put it. You have to be extreme in such a way that people criticizes you. People look at you as somebody who is too extreme, who is too focused. That is how you can build a life of outstanding success and impact. It means that you are willing to be misunderstood. You are willing to be called names. You are willing to stay under pressure, to work under pressure. You are willing to stay focused beyond what others consider as normal. So if you want to have extraordinary success, once again, you must be extreme. You must be obsessed with what you are doing. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. Most people don't lack opportunity. As far as I'm concerned, life will always present opportunities to everyone. Unfortunately, most times we are not committed to those opportunities. In fact, sometimes because we don't have a vision, we don't have a goal, sometimes we couldn't recognize those opportunities that life brings to us. So a lot of people have the opportunity, but they are not ready to sacrifice their comfort. They are not ready to delay gratification. They don't want to be consistent, especially when the going gets tough or when it's boring. They are emotionally driven instead of being strategically disciplined. And this is why a lot of people cannot build wealth. This is why a lot of people cannot succeed, because they are not ready to go into it long term. Now, some people will start with a lot of energy, with a lot of goals, but they are not consistent. Why? Because some of them feel like, well, maybe in 2 years I should have succeeded, maybe in 3 years, maybe in 5 years. But when I talk about being obsessed, I mean being obsessed with your goal until it is achieved. Now, how much of obsession do you have? How much of hunger, how much of focus do you have with the things that you want to succeed? And let me say this. It is when you look at people who have outstanding success. I'm not talking about people who have average success. People who have outstanding success, you see that these people have been obsessed with the same thing for many years. They've concentrated on the same thing. They have the same discipline. They are committed to the same thing for a long period of time. Because you can't say you are serious about making outstanding success and you're not committed to building structure. You waste time daily. You avoid learning. You don't read. You are not accountable. This is what many people do. And at the same time, they are expecting, great success. So let's see. When you are obsessed, what does it mean, or what's the result? Now, obsession creates focus. Obsession creates focus. It means that the only way you will not be distracted by life or by people is when you are obsessed with something. Somebody who is obsessed asks certain questions. Whenever they want to do anything, maybe they want to choose friends or they want to spend time doing something, they want to spend money on something, they ask these 3 questions. Number 1, does this move me forward? Number 2, does this increase my value? Number 3, does this align with my vision? And of course, when they answer this question and they see that it does not align with their vision, what do they say? What do they do? They move away from those kind of things. What I'm saying is that you must be able to say no to things that bring distraction to you. And it is when you do that, we can say that you're obsessed. Now, also, it takes obsession to create wealth. All right? It takes obsession with to create wealth. What I mean is that you are tired of lack, you are tired of poverty, you are tired of begging people for money, but you must be obsessed with the idea of having more than enough. You must be obsessed with the idea of creating wealth if you are going to be wealthy, or you are going to, make it financially or change your financial life. Now, when it comes to wealth is not something we hope for. I mean, many of us do that. We just hope that things will work. We just hope that, things will change. We just hope that, money will come. But you see, if you want things to change, hope is not a strategy. You can't just keep hoping that things will change. You have to engage the principles that God has put in place. You have to be obsessed with creating wealth for your level to change financially, because wealth is not luck. It's not luck. And that's what many poor people think. They think that that person is lucky, or that person inherited the money and is just lucky. No, wealth is not by luck. Wealth is not accidental. You just don't stumble on wealth. You don't stumble on money. You don't stumble on prosperity. It is engineered. It is engineered. It is planned. Wealth is like a tree. It is grown. So you need to understand that if you must become a person of wealth, a person of extraordinary result, then you must be someone who value creation. You must be someone who value creation. What do I mean by that? You must be obsessed with creating things. It doesn't matter which field you are, whether you are in ministry, whether you are in business, whether you are self-employed, or maybe you are even employed. You must be obsessed with creating things. You must be a creator. You must create values. You must be able to solve problems. What problems am I solving? There are many of us that, we want wealth. We want to be rich. We want to be famous. We want to live a life of impact. But we are not ready to solve problem. Can I tell you that wealth follows value? Wealth and impact follow people who solve problem. So the fastest way to have value, to have impact, is to find a problem and solve. And you see, if you keep running away from problem, because that's the average African mindset. The average African mindset is that we run away from problems. Once an African person once they see a problem, once they see a challenge, once they see an hindrance, the next thing they do is that they flee, is that they resign, is that they stop talking to that person. So if you are going to be somebody of impact, you must learn how to solve problem. Then you must position yourself strategically. You must position yourself in life in such a way that you are in a place where value can find you. You are in a place where important people can find you. You are in a place where the right information can find you. Now, you can't stay at home. You can't stay at home all day and you expect that, that the kind of information you need to scale or to succeed will come and meet you in your house. There are certain places, there are certain people that you want to meet that they go to. So you need to open your mind that if I want opportunity is not going to come, knocking on my door. Recently I was preaching and I was saying most times we pray, some of us will pray that, oh Lord, let my destiny helper find me. And I was saying, who need to find who? Who need to find you? Are you the one that needs to find your destiny helper, or your destiny helper need to find you? Who needs who? It is you who needs the destiny helper. So it is you who need to position yourself, who needs to go to places where your destiny helper can find you. It is you who need to put effort to make sure that your destiny helpers find you. I'm just trying to challenge somebody to say that if you want something to change, you can't keep sitting at home. You can't keep saying that you are jobless and you keep sitting at home. You're not looking for opportunities. You are waiting for opportunities to find you. That is not an obsessed life. An obsessed life is a life that is obsessed with finding opportunity, and we do everything possible to make sure that opportunity is found. All right. Also, you must be a person who produces value at a large scale. Now, the more your value, the more your impact. The more your value, the more you are able to scale. The more you are able to succeed. It means that your value is not just in terms of quality, it must also be in terms of quality. I don't know if you get what I'm saying now. That is, you must have capacity to serve as many people as possible, because sometimes this is just a game of time. For instance, let's say you're producing this bottled water. That's what you sell. Now, it's not just the quality of this bottled water. It's not just the excellence, the cleanness of this bottled water. How many are you able to produce in a day? And how many are you able to sell? Do you get what I'm saying now? So it's not just I produce value. What's the scale? Can you scale that value? Let's say you are a teacher or you own a school. Now, what will determine your success is not just the quality of education that you are giving people, it's also how many students are you able to bring? How many students are you able to, do you have capacity, to accommodate in your school or to teach? For instance, if maybe all your classroom can accommodate is 10 students, that's all you can do. So you must be able to scale the value that you produce. So if you are obsessed, you will continually ask yourself, what problem do I solve? Who is benefiting from what I do? How can I multiply my impact? Because don't forget this, money always follow value. Money always follow value. Also, when we say you are obsessed, it means that you are disciplined. It means that you are disciplined. You're disciplined about the way you spend your time. You are disciplined about how you talk. You are disciplined about how you spend your money. You are disciplined about your relationship. You are disciplined. Obsession without discipline or without direction, becomes burnout. But obsession with structure becomes dominion. What does that mean? It means that when you say you are obsessed and you are not focusing that obsession, you are not disciplined with that obsession, what happens is that you just become tired. Because what will happen is that you keep working, you keep doing the same thing, and you're not seeing results. So what do we mean? What do I mean by putting structure on your obsession? It means that you have to have a daily execution plan. You need to have a daily execution plan. What are you doing daily? What are you doing daily? You need to have a routine around your life. We need to have a routine that is, you have a time you sleep, you have a time you read, you have a time you exercise, you have a time you execute, you have a time you have meetings. You cannot just allow people to just stumble on your time or to steal your time. Do you understand? So you must be able to protect your time by having a plan and building a routine around your time. Now, to be obsessed means that you must be able to ignore the noise and staying locked in on whatever you want to do. Now, when you're obsessed about anything or with anything, you should expect some kind of resistance. If you have a goal, you have a vision, you're on a journey, definitely there will be some kind of resistance. People will say you are doing too much. People will say, what's happening? Is it that you don't even have our time again? Some of your friends, maybe that you used to, go out together, lazy around together, have fun together, stay in the comfort zone together. They'll begin to challenge, they will challenge your seriousness. Say, oh, Benny, what's wrong with you? These days you are too serious. Let's go out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Relax. Life is not that hard. Enjoy small. Take it easy. Those kind of things. But you see, when you are obsessed, you must understand that most people are not talking from your level. Most people do not desire the kind of result that you want. The person that is saying that you should relax and take it easy does not have the same goal, the same vision as you are. So you can't follow average people. You can't follow average life, average voices, and you expect that you will produce, extraordinary results in life. So you must learn to filter the opinions that come to you. I'm not saying that don't listen to advice or counsels, but I'm saying that you must be able to filter the kind of counsel that you listen to. In fact, who you listen to is important. Who are the people speaking into your life? Who are the people you are listening to? Because that would determine what the kind of opinions that are coming into your space. So you must be able to filter opinion, and you must be able to stay locked in. You must be able to know how to avoid distractions. Obsession also attracts opportunities. Obsession, when you are obsessed, and people, when they begin to notice you, they begin to notice the difference. They begin to notice that you don't talk anyhow again, you don't dress anyhow again. They begin to notice how you manage your time, how you manage your resources. You become visible. And I'm not just saying you become visible to everybody. You become visible to serious people. You become visible to people who can help you. Your life become attractive to greatness. Great people begin to take note of you. All right? They begin to take notice, because the truth is that there are not many people out there who are serious with life. I'm being sincere with that statement. There are not many people out there who are serious with life. There are a lot of people who waste time, and of course we can see it. And those kind of people, you can't even advise them. You can't give them opportunity, because you know that they don't have what it takes, to take those opportunities. So when you become obsessed, your life become attractive to great people. I think it was Isaiah chapter 60. It said kings will become attracted to the brightness of your rising. Now, kings are not just attracted to your light; they are attracted to your brightness. That is, it's not just that you are shining. There is a level of intensity of your shining that will attract kings and great people in your life. And you see, when you begin to see opportunities, what happen? Your skill, you have exposure. You are able to scale your skill. You are able to get exposed to bigger things, to bigger vision. You see better things. Your output, increases. Your networks begin to expand, and people begin to reward you for the things that you do. And this time around, you're not just doing it for average people. You begin to do it for, extraordinary people, for great people. And, there is difference between where the reward of normal people or average people and the reward of kings and great people. So your obsession begin to produce proof. There will be a period in your life when you're just obsessed, you're just concentrating, you're just focused. Nobody understands what you are doing. They criticize and all that. But a time will come when you have done it long enough that you begin to see proofs. People will begin to come to you to say they want to partner with you. You begin to see partnership. You begin to see incomes. Money begin to come into your hands. You begin to have influence. You begin to have impact. You begin to have a voice. At this point, your obsession is now beginning to yield results. Now, as I begin to round up, you must be ready to stay for the long term in the game, in this game of obsession, in this game of focus, of just being obsessed with your goals. You must be able to stay in it for a long time. Now, the mistake a lot of people make is that once they begin to see results, they begin to relax. Once they begin to see that, people are noticing them, once they begin to see that, money is coming, influence is coming, engagement is coming, they begin to reduce their commitment. They begin to disengage with the things that they have done that brought them to the level where they are. But can I tell you this, that it is easier to succeed than to maintain success. It is easier to create a platform than to maintain that platform. So you need to understand that what it takes to maintain your success, when you are now successful, when you are now people are now seeing you, when you are now making impact, it is more difficult to maintain that season of your life than when you are coming up. So it will require more. It requires you doing more than even what you were doing before, for you to maintain and increase your influence and increase your success and increase your income and increase and keep increasing. Now, one of the worst things you can be in life is to be an ex-champion. So I used to be rich. He used to be successful. He used to be impactful. People used to listen to him. He used to have money. That's the worst story ever. And if you're not going to have that story, it means that you have to start strong and stay stronger. You have to be able to to withstand the challenges that comes with success. you have to be able to not be contented. The obsession, the hunger must increase. Do you get what I'm saying now? The hunger, and that's why your vision must be so big that it cannot be easily attained. Do you get what I'm saying now? I keep asking myself, the richer people, somebody like what's the name of this guy? Elon Musk. Why is that guy still working? Why is he's still buying businesses? He's still working several hours. I ask myself, people like Daddy Adeboye, Bishop Oyedepo, why are they still going out for evangelism? Why are they still winning souls? Why are they still planting churches? Despite the level of success they have already attained. It's because they have an understanding that the moment they stop growing, the moment they stop aspiring, they start dying. They understand that fact. But many of us, our vision are so small that it's easily met, it's easily attained. So when we attain that small vision, we begin to relax. We begin to feel like we have arrived. Paul said, this one thing I do, forgetting what is in the past and reaching out. So when I mean be obsessed for forever. Not just for a moment, not just for 2 years, not just for 5 years, not just for 10 years, but I mean 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, you are still obsessed with that same vision. You are still obsessed with your wife. You are still obsessed with that impact you are trying to make. You have not arrived. All right? So you have not arrived. So don't get to that point where you feel like you've done enough. Don't get to that point where you feel like you need to relax. Don't get to that point where you feel like you need to, you need to stop. You need to, stop doing the things that you used to do before that, have brought you to where you are now. So don't stop. Don't stop because it's hard. Don't stop because it's easy. Don't stop because you are failing. Don't stop because you are succeeding. Don't stop because you are stagnant. Don't stop because you are making progress. That's how you can build a legacy that lasts. So if you truly want to succeed, then you must make that decision today, not tomorrow. Today, to be obsessed with something important, with a noble cause, with God's vision, to be obsessed with ministry success, to be obsessed with financial greatness, to be obsessed with impact, to be obsessed with influence. And to do that, you must keep growing. You must keep creating value. You must keep your discipline. You must keep thriving and striving for a better life. All right. So I think I'm going to stop there today. But I want you to take this confession with me before I call it a day. I want you to say this after me. I am focused, disciplined, relentless. I am obsessed with growth and with creating value. So my time, energy, and resources are aligned with my vision. I execute daily with precision and consistency. I reject distractions, laziness, and limitations. I build wealth through strategy, discipline, and action. Opportunities locate me because I produce results. I am committed to success, and I will not stop until I've achieved it. All right. If you have said that with me, that is awesome. So I'm going to be bringing this to an end today. I'd like you to like, share, comment on this episode. If it blesses you, please make sure you like and you comment, and of course you share with a friend who will need this. Always watch out. I'm going to be dropping a lot of this kind of conversation. Interact with it. Be deliberate to learning, and I want you to know that I'm committed to helping you, learn, grow, and achieve outstanding success even as you continue your walk with God. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.